Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into something really cool, a way to shake up your team building that's way more engaging than the usual corporate stuff. We're talking about puzzles and how you can create an amazing adventure right inside your own office. You know the feeling, right? The forced icebreakers, the awkward trust falls. A lot of the time, they just don't quite land. So if you're looking for something that actually gets your team thinking and, truly working together, you are in exactly the right place. And you don't need some expensive offsite or a super complicated plan. The solution is literally all around you. Your everyday workspace can become the setting for a really memorable, low-cost puzzle challenge that your team will be buzzing about for weeks. So, why puzzles? What is it about them that makes them so much more powerful than other team-building exercises? Well, it all comes down to the unique mix of skills they require and the huge satisfaction you get from solving them. And this quote from the Do-It-Yourself Escape Room book just nails it. Unlike some activities where people can kind of hang back, puzzles demand that everyone gets involved. You have to think critically, you have to notice little details, and, this is the big one, you have to communicate to piece it all together. And hey, let's be real, solving a mystery is just fun. Okay, before you start hiding clues under keyboards, you need a bit of a strategy. The actual structure of your puzzle challenge is so important for making sure it works. We call this puzzle flow, and getting this part right is your first big step. So puzzle flow is basically the roadmap for your players. It decides whether they're all tackling one thing at a time or if they can spread out and work on different things at once. Let's dig into the two main types. Think of it like this. A linear flow is a straight line. It's a single path. Everyone is on the same page, solving puzzle A to unlock puzzle B, and so on. A nonlinear flow, on the other hand, is more like an open world. There are multiple challenges available right from the start, and the team can split up, divide and conquer, and then bring all their findings together for one final puzzle. So which one is right for you? Well, this chart makes it pretty clear. If you've got a smaller group, say 2 to 4 people, or maybe a team that's new to this, linear is fantastic. It keeps everyone on the same track. But if you've got a bigger group, nonlinear is definitely the way to go. It prevents that classic problem where a few people are solving the puzzle and everyone else is just standing around watching. It keeps everybody engaged. All right, now for the really fun stuff. Let's start filling up our puzzle toolbox. We're going to go through some super practical ideas you can set up using things that are probably already sitting around your office. Your best resource, honestly, is the office itself. The furniture, the supplies, all those everyday objects, they're just puzzle components in disguise. You just have to start looking at them a little differently. For example, sticking a key to the underside of a metal drawer with a magnet? Classic for a reason. So simple, but effective. Or how about a riddle that cleverly points to a specific locker number? Or using a book code, like in spy movies, where numbers guide someone to a specific word in a dictionary? And I love this one, making your team straighten a wire coat hanger to fish a clue out of a tube. It's a great little physical challenge. Okay, next up, paper. You would be amazed at the clever ways you can hide clues in what looks like a totally normal stock of documents. Oh, this one is fantastic. It feels like something out of a heist movie. You write down a secret code, but then you break it up by tracing little pieces of it onto 4 different clear sheets. Then you just slip those sheets into a big stack of reports. Your team has to first figure out that these random sheets are important, and then they have to physically align them perfectly to reveal the code. It's an awesome puzzle. And there are so many other cool things you can do. Reassembling a shredded document is a great tactile puzzle. Or you can cut a QR code into 4 squares and hide them around the room. The team has to find all 4 pieces to scan it. And you can get a cheap UV pen online and write secret messages on posters that are already on the wall. They're hidden in plain sight until you shine the right light on them. Okay, so we've got all these individual puzzle ideas, but the real magic happens when you start linking them together. That's how you create a full, exciting adventure from beginning to end. This is where you really get to be the storyteller. You're not just throwing random puzzles at your team. You're creating a trail of discovery. Each solution should feel like a win that logically points them to the next cool challenge. Let's just walk through this example chain. It starts simple, a riddle on a whiteboard. The answer, the year the company was founded, isn't just a random fact. It's the number for a locker. But inside the locker, they don't find the prize. They find another tool, a UV flashlight. And a hint says, look to our values. That flashlight reveals the final code on the company values poster, which unlocks the final prize.
See how every step flows right into the next? That's what makes it feel so satisfying.
So we've talked about why puzzles work and how to build them. Your toolbox is full of ideas, and now you know how to connect them. But there's one last really important piece of advice to keep in mind.
This is so crucial. Your job is to be the architect of the game, not the tour guide. You set the stage, you plant the clues, and then you step back. That amazing aha moment when the team figures something out for themselves, that's the whole point. Let them have that victory. Let the clues do all the work for you.
So, tomorrow, when you're at work, just take a look around. That filing cabinet, that poster on the wall, that old dictionary. They're not just office supplies anymore, are they? They're the building blocks for your team's next great adventure. So the only question is, what are you going to build?